What's your guys' favorite type of pizza?
Hot.
Fresh.
Hot flavored, fresh flavored,
Round.
round flavored. I guess
I don't
those
mind
are
square
A
pizza.
mathematician's nightmare of pizza. Comes in a square box. It's a
Just
round,
think of how rich the guy is that created pizza boxes.
right.
Like that family's set for life. That like pizza boxes aren't ever gonna go out of style.
if he patented it, yeah, he might have gotten screwed over. Maybe his neighbor stole his design.
Back
or
then,
something.
were there patents?
I have no clue.
How old is a pizza box?
There's a whole history of pizza boxes that all of us are ignorant to.
How
I mean, they were
old
in Ninja Turtles, so at least since the 1980s.
Yeah, I assumed it was.
What's the earliest historical record of pizza boxes? By the way, this is not a glitch. You are at the beginning of the podcast.
Pizza box history.
Pizza box
Holy
history.
Oh, it's on Wikipedia. Pizza box.
I love it.
This did at least since the 19th century.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's 19. Let's see.
That's 1800s.
The first patent. The first patent was applied in 1963.
Okay.
Wow.
By Sir Pizza Box.
They last like 20 years. So how many pizzas were sold between 1963 and 1983?
A great lot.
Probably more than like 14.
There's
Alright,
a
you guys are-
design known as the Chicago folding.
Yeah.
Ooh, love those Chicago foods.
Is
All right,
that
you guys
for
ready?
the deep dish?
You guys want me to do the intro?
Yeah. Do the intro.
Do the intro, Kyle.
Hello and welcome. Oh God. Hello and welcome to Beer League Bench Warmers, the podcast recorded on the bench of a highlight team, where coach says, if we win, we can get snow cones. So, what flavors you guys want? I think I'm gonna get blue.
Grape. What grape?
Grape?
I like snow cones.
You don't like snow? Well,
Let's,
Yellow.
Coach says we get snow cones.
They hurt my teeth.
oh, yeah, that's fair.
I was just thinking the Brian Regan skit. Good eye, Brian. Thanks. I
You
almost
too.
didn't duck, but then I did.
You too.
So
Hey,
I
Fielder.
Hey, better.
Sorry, Kyle.
that's fine.
Thanks.
Don't feel bad. It's fine.
Great tangent. I love it.
My body is like, you tried to kill me today.
My body's telling me yeah.
So I'm a little blah. Somehow
Why is your body blah?
I played hockey for the first time in like a year.
Did you win?
What?
No.
No, we lost in overtime against
So-
a team we had no right even being in a game with.
And is this the defending championship team that you're playing for?
Yep. I'm gonna sink
So
them
you
down.
won the
yes.
championship, and
Gonna
then there's
drag
a
them
really
down to my level.
Technically, I mean, half the team's gone.
no.
Oh, really?
There's only 3 remaining teammates on the team.
That's a bummer. Why would they all leave?
'Cause I was joining.
There's reasons.
Oh,
One guy's on the really good guy that scored like 95% of our goals. He's got like 3 other teams on Sundays. And then the rest are just we're not gonna get to that. The rest.
We'll talk offline.
Yeah.
So the first time I skated,
Good guys.
in over a year, I realized my pants were falling down because I had untied my shorts to go pee. And so I went to the bench, waddling there. That's the first time I've skated in a year. The second time I skated this year, and over a year, I hop on the ice to go play defense, and they score against us immediately. So that's
Now, also, like you having pants at your ankles must have been really difficult stepping up into the bench since they're not like.
yeah, I like fell in there. It was,
Yeah, it's a good 2-foot step up into the bench.
that
wow.
was
It's a really weird bench.
feet.
Yeah,
I like
playing.
getting out of it. Getting in it's terrible.
Where are you guys playing?
Northtown Center at the feature rink. So like, the fans are literally above us. It's a pretty cool rink. You gotta skate through a tunnel to get to the rink. That's pretty cool.
trying to think where it is.
Sorry.
Is it a new rink?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's old. It's
just-
where they used to play 10 years ago, I guess.
Hmm.
Like, so if you go, there's a snack bar entrance and there's an entrance by the stairs.
Yes.
If you go through the entrance by the stairs, it's immediately to your right.
Oh. Oh shit. Okay.
All right. Let's get to some content. I forgot to introduce the topics. Today we're talking about classes you want to teach, Sports City, and actors you like and don't like. Okay. So
Gee.
so
Hopefully everybody knows how to turn their computers into slow mo to catch
Yeah,
that.
Kyle's in a hurry.
Yeah, we got
Tired
closed
boy.
captioning on.
yeah. It's probably just gonna be like a bunch of letters though.
Amphibian said.
Yeah. Anyway, so the first topic, I can ask Sean if this is what he meant, but if you were to get paid money to teach a class, what class would you want to teach?
Sure, that
Is
was
that-
along kind of like the premise. I don't know. I heard it on the radio the other day. These guys were like, if you were paid $1 million to teach a class and you had to be an expert in that class, what class would you teach?
Oh,
That was
okay. That makes
was like
sense.
the premise.
So, like, you already have to have the knowledge to be
Yes.
able to teach it. Oh, we're fucked.
Well, I have a couple. One of
I
them
got-
Couple? It's obviously not public speaking.
Couple. Couple? Yeah. I'm going to teach people pronunciations.
Hopefully, you're not teaching English.
Yeah. That's actually a thing. People move to countries like Japan is a famous one. And a good job you can get is teaching people English.
You don't even have to move. And my sister did that from Lockport.
Whoa. Neat.
It's
I would rather, well,
similar to what we're doing like this. You can do it all virtually.
Yeah.
You have like an easy second job where you're teaching
English is a
or in your third world countries or whatever.
man,
Keep
I
English.
could introduce a whole generation of English as a second language speakers to however the heck I speak. That'd be
I
great.
watched you write today when we were signing up for hockey, and it has not changed since we were friends in 5th grade. It is
Yeah.
so bad.
Well,
It's-
when would I have?
It makes sense that you're going to be called doctor here soon. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Speaking of, Sean, since it's your topic, you want to go first for a class you'd like to teach?
Sure. So, you guys are all gonna make fun of me on this one.
Sure, and then just like awkwardly stare
I
at the
had-
camera, like,
I know,
"Oh, we're supposed to guess."
I had to
He's
look
waiting.
at look
Yeah.
at my notes. You guys are all gonna make fun of me on this one, but I'm gonna be an expert in teaching everybody everything to know about the Pokemon games.
Ooh,
I thought it was going to be about like Billy Madison and Christmas Vacation.
No, we won't go movies. Probably the most knowledge I know is about the Pokemon games. I'm gonna go down from literally your basics and your types and all the different categories of them, and do walkthroughs on the games and whatnot. And each lesson's gonna be from each generation of games. So from red and blue and gold and silver, those are all gonna be your own separate lessons on how to specifically go through and beat the game. And
I'm not going to lie, that sounds pretty cool. You get like a test on each generation.
yeah,
Like, what happened
yeah,
in the yellow version that you
Yep.
couldn't do in blue and red?
yep, yeah. You
That'd
break
be
it
actually
down?
be pretty cool. I'd take that class.
All right.
Do
Sweet.
you play competitive? There's
I
know,
do not.
I know people play like Pokemon battles versus people online, and there's like metas and stuff.
I do
But
not.
you're an expert. Have you ever gotten the catch 'em all achievement or whatever?
No.
I'm assuming you catch them all.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be impossible now, though. Like, because how many are there now? Because obviously, all right. So you start at 150, way back first.
Yeah,
red
first gen.
now. 150. What is it up to now?
700s.
Are you fucking kidding me? Gotta
Yeah.
catch 'em all if you have no life.
And not only that, not only is there 700s, there's some of the original ones now that they redid are all different types. So like,
Aloha version or shinies.
well, even that,
Why?
like Ponyta. You guys remember Ponyta? It was the fire horse. In the new version, it's a unicorn now, and it's a psychic type. So like it's a whole nother version.
Whoa.
And
that's crazy.
Sandshrew is no
His
longer.
hair is fire.
Yeah,
How
now
can
it's
he change type?
looks like
Sorry, Bulbasaur, you're now a fire type.
yeah.
Like, come on.
Sandshrew and Sandslash, or ground type or rock type, now they're ice type, and they look like giant icicles.
Nope. See,
Oh,
I had like a little bit of ambition to get the games and restart my Pokemon career. Not anymore.
change is bad.
Change is in Pokemon. It is.
That's
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
don't-
That's-
I don't
I will
mind
not
that
evolve.
entirely. Just because it's like, I mean, you think of, normal animals, what it's being compared to, all the different types of horses that there are. There's all the different types of turtles, there's tortoises and turtles. So like, to me, having different kind of, going like insane, like having a specific type of every kind of Pokemon would be a lot, but I think just when they do a couple of them, I don't mind it too bad.
It would be
But like
like-
you're changing it completely. It's not like, oh, you can get a fire Ponyta or psychic Ponyta, or like you can get a fire Squirtle or water. Like you're completely changing it from what we grew up with. Like
Yeah.
that's been going on for decades. It's not like here's a new one. It's
That's well.
Pony whatever. Like
So
a
how-
change of name. It's
how
Teacher's
they-
talking.
Ponyta.
Teacher's talking, Jake.
Oh, he's right.
What are you
so,
saying?
so how it is, it's like regional
Fucking
based.
bench warmer next Sunday.
It's regional based. So like in this area of the map, there are Ponytas or different ones are this type or this.
Yep.
But to answer your question from earlier, Jake, 893.
That's stupid. It's
It's a
even
lot.
worse. But it's like just create a brand new one then.
I mean,
Like,
I think
instead
they're
of
kind of
just
running out of
Changing
ideas.
it like, oh, in this region, blah 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 blah. Like get a brand new one. And then
Yeah,
just
some of
it's
them
be
get
like
corny.
Eevee. Like, oh, he can if you give this pre-evolved form of Ponyta the Water Stone, then it becomes this one instead of Pony Water or whatever, Pony Aqua, whatever the fuck stupid shit they come up with.
Right. Quick question.
Oh, my
Does
cat
anybody
just
know how
walked
many
by.
I mean, how many evolutions there are now?
There's like 9.
Evolutions, is that what they're called?
Yes.
Evolutions.
Evolutions.
Yeah, because you had the original 3, the fire, electric, water. Then you had the 2 different types of psychic.
Yeah,
I think
psychic
there's-
and dark.
Yeah, there's a leaf one now, I think.
Yeah,
think there's like-
Fairy?
a leaf,
There's like 9.
ice, a leaf, ice, and fairy now.
Yeah.
On top of the
Cool.
original 5.
That's a
There's no
lot.
normal one? Normal
there's-
evolution?
There's just normal Eevee, yeah.
Eevee evolves to Eevee.
But yeah,
Three.
to a point Jake made. I follow some subreddit. I can't remember what it's called, but they often post like fan art of like this is what Bulbasaur would look like if he was fire type and stuff.
I've seen
That's
some of
fun.
those.
It's
I've
so
seen
cool.
some of those too, and like that's cool to have the concept of it.
Mhm.
To actually have it in the game, I don't know. I feel like it takes away like
Well, think of it like we have possums here, right? And they look like fat things that look like all the time. I don't know. They look kind of creepy. But then if you go to Australia, you got possums and they look like squirrels. And they're like different types of the same animal. Okay, I take it that wasn't convincing enough.
How
There
did
you
that
go.
possum?
That's what Ponyta looks like now.
looks like a bitch. Like
It's very
it's
different.
a different breed. It's like saying like every shark should be the same. Like, there's 450 plus sharks that are known, let alone
Yeah.
what's unknown. Like yeah, you can have different species, or, like different breeds of the species, and that's fine. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna change Ponyta, then make it a new one and say it's
Ponyta.
this one. Not like, oh, if you go to this region, it's not that. It's like fuck that. What if that's the only time I ever see a Ponyta, but I wanted the fire one?
What if you go whale watching and you don't get to see the right kind of whale?
I really want to punch him in the face.
Well, Jake, you can. You're close enough.
Wait till I'm sitting next to him on the bench.
Oh my god.
Said it come out of nowhere.
Warm this.
He benched himself today.
Yeah, I was gonna die if I kept playing.
It's like the last 3 minutes of the game. I think it was a tie game at that point. And he's like, do you want me out there? Or like, I can sit on the bench, if it's best for the team. I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
For your own good.
For your own safety.
Mhm.
So Sean, what would the final project be?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Ooh, final exam.
I don't
Or
know.
like,
I'd really
yeah,
have to.
final
I'd really have to
final
go in
project.
and think about a lesson plan, like detail
Okay.
wise. But
Also, are we talking just games?
yes, just the
Okay,
games.
so not the show.
Nope, just the games. Yep.
movies.
So
Write an
everybody will
essay
be
about
provided.
what starter is the best and why.
I mean,
Fire,
Why?
because it's awesome. You'll never be
Yes.
told.
Yes and no.
As long as you can justify it. Yeah,
You'll
that's
never
a good
be told with fire.
Yeah. hmm I like plant because you'll never run out of oxygen.
Water, because you need
Just
water
think
to
of like,
live.
you just pick up a bulb and start going.
Can you
Yeah.
smoke a Bulbasaur? Can it be a weed Bulbasaur?
Yeah, lose your razor leaf, man.
Give me your
Maybe
razor leaf. We're
tunnel
gonna
now.
dry these out.
Is the thing on the Bulbasaur part of it, or is it growing on it?
It's growing on it.
As it grows, it evolves.
Yeah.
So
Or as it
you
evolves, it grows.
you could, in theory, grow something else on its back.
You have a potato Bulbasaur.
But I feel like that's bringing like intruding species to like an want to use fucking examples, Kyle. That's like bringing like a new species of plant to an island that actually ends up killing the island.
Okay. Well,
You want to kill your Bulbasaur? There goes your fucking oxygen, green boy.
but then what would a potato Bulbasaur have, like a potato gun? That's what I'm
Shoots out potatoes out of its mouth.
Growing potatoes on.
Why
Before
did you
that,
choose
on you
potatoes,
pick
Rick?
they're ripe. All right, excuse me.
Worst part is you got to dig inside them to get the potatoes out because they grow underground.
Oh, it'd be like fucking sticking your arm up a cow's asshole.
Oof,
Potato.
man. Okay.
But yeah, I really have to think about what the final exam would. But yeah, it'd be walkthroughs and everybody be playing the games. They'd all have the devices to play them and everything, or I'd give them the ability to make sure they could do it. I got
You have to-
books. Yes, sir.
Would you have to? All right. So say you have yellow, red, and blue.
Yep.
Would you have to play the game on the brick?
Yes.
So you have to play it on the generation of
Yes.
Game Boy that it came out. Okay.
Yeah, everything's played on the devices that they were.
Okay. I just want to like let you know. I'm not gonna spoil it for the other two, but yours is already gonna win out of the four of our ideas.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I really like your idea. I would
Thank
take this into college class. I'm actually honestly shocked it's not a college class, and I also won't be shocked if it is a college class in like Japan.
Right. That'd be cool. Yes, Kyle.
Don't talk to the nerd in the back of the class. Trans.
So oh god, I forgot. I was too focused on raising my hand. Something to the effect of you could have a project that was like beat this gym boss using like these types of Pokemon, and it'll be like tricky. Like beat this rock boss using mostly grass types or something. Wait, is that yeah?
They'd do it instantly then. I like that idea, Kyle.
Or whatever, yeah.
I mean, it could be like the Elite Four. I could all pit them against each other in like the tournament.
Ooh. I have Rick goes first, though.
Ricky's first.
Special project. And this is something that I have thought about and created in my own mind. Is creating your own Pokemon world, like your own land. I've never, honestly, to be completely honest, and this is thoughts that I have all the time. I've never enjoyed the idea of like Pokemon gyms and there being like a gym leader and doing all that. I've always imagined like if Pokemon were real now, that it would be more like to get your badges or whatever, like to gain access to the Pokemon Championship. It'd be more like open invitationals where you have to register and you have to rank according to fighting. And then it would just be a big tournament. So, your rock badge or whatever, that's a big tournament that goes on. And there's no gym leader. Fuck gym leaders. They're stupid because they lose to everybody, first off. So what's the point of them being a gym leader? And then obviously to become Pokemon champion.
I mean, I would say they'd lose to everybody.
Didn't you watch when Ash was in the Pokemon League? There were how many
Yes,
trainers?
it was the main character. And guess what? He actually did lose to Brock.
You think little
And
Jimmy?
he had to
lost
go back
almost
there and
everybody.
beat him on a technicality of a freaking sprinkler system.
Yeah, no, he lost almost everybody. But then when he went to the Pokemon League, there were thousands of trainers there.
And how many times has he actually won the Pokemon League?
He's terrible. That's why, he sucks. I'm just
He's
saying
won one.
Yeah,
I'm
one.
just-
Not the Indigo, but he's won.
I'm just saying that I don't like the
He won one when he was
Pokemon.
12 years old for the 1,000th time.
Yeah, I just don't like the Pokemon trainer or the Pokemon gym leader and Elite Four thing. I would view it more as tournaments that people from around wherever have to register.
Kyle's dying in the back.
I started off like, "Hey, I'm trying to get your attention by coughing," but then I actually had to cough.
Over here.
I'm gonna cough. Oh no, there's an alien over there. Let me mute it, and then went back.
All right, Jake,
So-
what was your question?
No, Ricky, you finished your statement.
Oh, that was it. It was just more or less like a ranked tournament type battle, and then winning said battles, 8 major tournaments, kind of like PGA. You go on your PGA tour, winning the majors, and then you get into the final Pokemon League championship against everybody else that has won or other people within a certain ranking, and then that determines you have to fight to win the championship.
And how often would that tournament go on?
The tournament, I mean, it would depend on. I mean, I don't know. That's all intense math as to how many battles would you do for a day, how many could you fit into that time. I mean, probably you would think like a championship would be, I mean, how long does 2 weeks, a week?
You're talking like doing a March Madness per badge, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of. But you figure if everybody battles a day, depending on how it goes, I mean,
So every battle would go towards this tournament, or would they be like placement battles?
that's all just, I don't know, ranking. I don't know.
Well, you've thought about this. You said you thought about this.
Yeah, well, no, it's all you have to rank somewhere and register it into, let's say, just for the Boulder badge. So your rankings, battling people, gives you a ranking within your region. So Johto or whatever the fuck they were, and then when it comes time for the battle or for the tournament, as long as you're within the number that they need, the ranking. Say, the top 500 people or whoever, depending on how long it takes to battle, then they all fight in the tournament. And then after that, it just continues on for each tournament. It could be, one a month or whatever.
If you lose, you go down a tournament?
Well, yeah, I mean, it all goes by your ranking. So, I mean, if you finish, figure if you finish 3rd or 4th in every single major battle, you'd probably have a high enough ranking to compete still for the Pokemon League Championship. But I'm thinking more of it as like golf majors. They're happening every year, and you're just trying to win the majors every year and then win the PGA Championship. It's kind of, that's been my thought on it. Or like tennis,
like a football, or even like playoffs or anything. Like you have to have your season. You say you got to do 16 battles, and then you go to the playoffs, and that's like your ranking.
Yeah,
that's what my thought would be. Is like you have to do an X amount of games to get placed in a tournament.
Yeah,
figure out your seeding, and then you start at the bottom badge, and then if you place in the top, whatever, you move on to the next badge. If you place in the top, whatever, you move on to the next one.
They could even make the badges like categories like rock types. You only can use rock types, or something like that, and then you can have like a free for all. I don't know.
I mean, that would really make you want to catch them all.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
or specialize and be the best at.
Right. Well, okay. Right. So I'm specialized in fire. I have the best fire. Well, then I had to go up to water tournament.
Yeah, I got to go fight on water guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
screwed.
lose.
Well, you could
Pretty quickly.
participate in the open, which is
My
all-
Charmander's dead.
Or you could catch some water Pokemon. Oh.
I forgot what my idea. Oh, okay, now I do. Now, what if your class for each project, or no, for the final project, they had their little Pokemon League Elite Four tournament, and then the winner of that had to beat you.
I like it. Well, that's how it is. Like in the games, you have to fight the Elite Four, and then you have to fight the champion.
Yeah, red or whatever.
Yep. Or
Isn't that the guy
Gary or
from
whatever.
wrestling?
Yes, Red
Okay.
Foreman.
He puts his foot up everybody's ass.
Yeah, Red Foreman. Yeah, I like that idea. See, I came up with some good ideas. You guys all bounced.
I was
them
gonna
off
say
there.
we just created a whole curriculum.
we got a whole lesson planned. Now I need Kyle. You're the one that actually can probably teach this because you might be able to have a teaching degree.
What age gap we talking here? Like, are we talking like third graders? Are we talking college? Are we talking high school?
I'd say middle school would probably be the best.
Oh man, middle schoolers scare the fuck out of me though. Like I'd be battling with them. Like, oh man, your Charizard is just as fat as you are. I'm like, oh man, you win. I ran away safely.
They're rude. I don't know. That's a good question.
Uh-huh.
Maybe open up to everybody, but I'd say a minimum age of probably middle school. Just because I don't want to have to babysit, not toddlers, but elementary.
Yeah, I agree. I think elementary school would be kind of too young.
I'm excited to see Sean ream out some people because they missed assignments, and it's like,
I would love to just go
Pokemon
to
is
the classroom.
important. This is not just a class. This is a way of life. And then it pans to the kids, and they're like 5 years old.
Because they're playing on their
This is a way of life. Everybody hand in your poker flutes.
Here's your repels for the night so you guys can get home safely.
Here, Todd Sims like, I have an escape rope. I'm out of here.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be amazing. I'm all for this.
All right.
I don't even have a strict idea of mine, but mine's gonna suck next to that idea. I don't care what Kyle and Rick's are. They're gonna suck too. Rick, Sean, you should have gone last.
Kyle told me to go first.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
I mean, I
fine.
can understand why you came up with this topic idea because you had a full idea for it.
Yeah.
Kyle, you're next. Let's go, Amphibian.
Well, I would teach biomedical engineering.
Oh, so boring.
Probably with a focus on implantable circuits but for real, if I am good, I might teach someday, and that would be the thing, how to build circuits for for biomedical purposes. But I don't think you guys want to talk about that. So the class I thought that I would like to teach is video game literacy. And that is understanding how game mechanics work and how to play games and how to intake them as literature, how mechanics influence the themes of the game and how the story and the mechanics interact and stuff like that. Limitations of systems and all that kind of stuff. Yes, Jake?
I'm taking Sean's class, not yours.
Well, I think we all are.
I'd take your
Maybe
class
we'll do a
now.
combo class. We'll do biomedical circuits and video game literacy. Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
You don't think the overlap is of people who want to learn biomedical circuits and video game literacy is big enough? Anyways, Rick, what's up? Or Reptile.
Don't we have? Is there an ability? Why aren't we all actually just playing Pokemon together more than we are, or more than we aren't now? Is there a way to play all together than just fighting each other?
No. That's
No,
I
there's-
remember having this conversation with Sean. I would love to have a game. I feel like it was just turned into a Pokemon segment. I would love to have a game where you could be on an adventure together. But from my understanding, it's
all solo.
Yeah, it's all solo, and the only multiplayer portion of it is versus.
Yeah,
That's the whole reason why. There's a big thing of it. It's I don't feel like doing it by myself. I turn into pretty much a pure multiplayer, not 1v1 type guy.
Yeah, the new games, Sword and Shield. There's these different areas in the game called wild areas, where all these wild Pokemon are running around, and they have these things called gigantic battles, and you can invite players up to 4 to come help you fight this giant Pokemon. So that would be the only opportunity where we would all play together, other than trading and battling each other. But there's no open world setup or anything where I run by and Ricky's standing there. I see Ricky standing there.
I'm into it, Tunnel. Don't mind me.
I'm wondering what the
What happened?
the new game is
Going
supposed
into
to be a
the
large
world.
open world game. So I'm wondering if they're going to incorporate anything into it as far
Yeah.
as
That would be awesome.
yeah, it's supposed to be finally a large, truly open world Pokemon game. The new one, Legends, Legacy, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So
I'm
We'll
looking
see.
forward to the remake of what was it, Diamond and Pearl? Is
Yeah.
that what it was? I'm looking forward to that. I like those ones.
So no one wants to learn about video game literacy?
When you say video game literacy, all I'm thinking of is like reading captions of a game. You're like, oh,
No, not like English literacy. Like learning how video games work and how different games have.
video game
different roles.
components.
I guess, yeah. It's not like it's like a way to learning how to play video games in a more active way rather than just
Like
playing
Wii
them.
Fit.
No, not like there's a game BioShock, right? And the gameplay is you kill people with guns and superpowers. But there's like themes throughout about like how society can't sustain itself with certain restrictions and stuff. And figuring out how the gameplay elements and stuff feed into that and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're saying almost along the lines like pick a video game criteria and like the background behind like the story of the game almost, and what your aspects of the game do to affect the story.
Sounds very political.
Political. What?
Like, I'm just thinking like a lot of apocalyptic games, movies, what have you,
Yeah.
it's because of this happening and that happening. And like it or not, that's based off a lot of people's political views.
Well, then it'll be a poli-sci class.
That sounds absolutely terrible. And if I were to ever shoot up a college, that would be the first class I'd shoot up.
Jesus. No violence against schools jokes. There's enough of that. Anyways,
God.
all right. So I guess my class sucks. Sorry, guys.
No, I'm just saying, like, political anything, whether it's video games, movies, life is just so depressing that, like, I would not want to actively take a class to depress a otherwise joyous activity of mine.
Yeah, it
Because,
would
you
be
know,
a-
like, you could have a
it would-
class
it
of
would-
10 people, and 9 out of 10 of them could agree with how you're teaching. And then you just have that one jerk that's just going to interrupt everything and do the snide comments about everything and then ruin your entire learning experience. I might be that jerk. You never know.
Well, I can. If we take it remotely, I can mute you.
I just go in the chat, motherfucker.
But-
Matt Hall says the amount of hours me and Ricky spent together plugged in each other's Game Boys.
love those connection cables and all that.
I
It was
still
good.
have
The
them.
link cables.
So do
Oh, yeah.
I.
We just go.
You muted yourself.
Unlimited power. All right, I won't do that again. Don't worry.
I thought I was freezing again. I was about to smash my computer.
Did you mute him, Kyle? He's still muted.
That motherfucker muted me. Get a fucking thing that says the host muted you. You motherfucker.
Come on. What were you saying? I apologize.
We were cleaning up shit, and I found my Game Boy Advance with the cords and everything, with the light that you had to plug in. I was like, man, this probably collected so much dust.
Yeah, I got my SP and I got the 3DS, I think is what I got. But the SP gets more time than the 3DS with
I got Sean's 3DS,
The black one
the red one.
or the red one? Yeah, I forgot about that one. The 3DS
Yeah.
XL.
That's because I stole it.
It's all right. I have 3 other ones, so you're all right.
Huh.
Now
There's
you don't even need
Wi-Fi
to
on
link
that. Can I play with
cables.
you guys on that?
What's it?
There's internet on that, right? So like, could I play online with you guys?
Other than just trading and battling, yeah.
There might be like a Mario Kart game you can play on.
Kyle, shut up. You pissed me off.
Yeah, so you don't even need link cables anymore because it's all done online.
Yeah, it's all Wi-Fi now.
You can get anything you want. Talk to anybody. You just put up I want this Pokemon and I have this to trade for it. Somebody will like it.
Yep, somebody will do it. So if you're looking for a specific one, they'll do it. Or I do the Wonder Trade all the time, or just send random shit. And people
I'm
send
always looking for like a Growlithe or an Arcanine. Like Arcanine's like one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, next to Charizard.
He's pretty cool.
Like I never could get a Growlithe, and then if I get a Growlithe, I never can find a Firestone.
That was like, especially in like Gold and Silver, like certain Pokemon were hard to come by, and then you found them, but then you couldn't find the Firestone or whatever until like almost to the after like the end game of it. So I was like, all right, this is pointless.
Yep. I don't know. I've always like. I mean, I'm a dog person, but then a fire dog is like awesome.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck off, Kyle. I'm
Okay.
trying to mute you over here, and I can't. Somebody make me a host.
Oh my god.
That's kind
Yeah, I'm the only host right now. Anyways.
Ricky, what would be yours? I'm still
Yeah.
trying to think ideas. I'm trying to have like some type of competitive idea against Sean right now.
I would teach racing.
Oh, damn it.
Pokemon racing.
Okay, let's go.
No, just motor racing in general, the beginning of it till now, and then you can branch off into other categories specific as to, where they started, Formula One, stock car racing, IndyCar, all that, how they started. The very the very first motor race in the United States, I forgot what year it was forever ago, like the 1940 something, I think.
That was before the pizza box was patented.
It was before the pizza box was patented.
I don't know if that's the information we know now.
It was held in Chicago in the middle of winter.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
It's a very terrible idea. There were 2 cars, 4 motorcycles in this race. It was a 50-mile race, and it took over 7 hours to complete.
Jesus.
Terrible how racing started.
Wow. How did people actually continue that? Why wouldn't that be the end of everything?
Well, cars get faster, so usually how it works. But yeah, that's what I would teach. I don't know what I couldn't give you an example of like a final exam because I don't know, but it'd be easy for me to teach. That's why I picked it.
I'd take it. I like that idea.
There's a few.
I want to get into racing, but I can't. I want to watch that Netflix show, and then
the Formula One show.
Yeah, maybe that'll at least like steer me into the racing direction. Like that.
Yeah.
I can go full throttle into racing.
I can think of
I
a
have to
couple.
pump the brakes a little bit, but
Okay. So I can think of a couple cool.
I am a father, so shut up.
Like you could take everyone to a race. First off, that'd be
Field
cool.
trip.
Yeah, you could also do like a driving simulator.
Actually,
thing,
why
or
am I
even
raising
just-
my hand? Kyle, go fuck yourself. Can we take a
Go
field
karts.
trip to Japan for Pokemon then?
Go to the Pokemon Center.
Professor Mammal.
Sure.
That's honestly like that's one reason why I want to go to Japan is to go to the Pokemon Center. They have absolutely anything you could want for Pokemon.
And Professor Mammal is probably a Pokemon like trainer's name.
Right?
Probably.
They probably don't have mammals.
I bet you they do. I'm sure there's something called a mammal there.
Yeah, sure there is.
Even though they all lay eggs.
They all lay eggs. And you can just have them all what was that thing called? The pink dude?
A ditto.
Ditto. Yeah, I used to just let them fuck that thing. And they'd make you whatever you wanted. It was great.
Like, yeah, how do you like just make eggs with like whales in the middle of a daycare and like, oh yeah, here's a fucking whale in the fucking sand. It died, but it was
Here's an egg.
Here's a whale and some pink paste. We're gonna let them touch each other for a while.
That's why in the later daycares they actually had a pool of water.
I'm just thinking of a dildo just like fully engulfing the whale and just like eating it alive, pretty much just becoming it. I am the whale now.
Oh man.
Blowhole.
I like your class idea, Ricky. I'd take your class.
I do feel like your class would be good for those that like want to pursue racing.
So we can combine our classes and do like a Pokemon go-kart
I was
game.
trying so hard to be like relevant in this conversation.
Yeah.
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 Don't worry, Kyle. I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay.
You got Ricky?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's the extent of my class.
Gotta go fast.
All right. Are you ready, Jake?
No, I mean my idea sucks too, but like that's all right. I'll be with Kyle. No, I mean like I know a lot about Disney, so like it'd be like about the Disney World theme parks, specifically Disney World, not Disneyland, or any of the other parks,
Across the world.
Paris, etc. But yeah, it's a stupid idea because it's just pretty much just a training facility for travel agents. That's what it end up being.
There's probably a class like that.
Exactly. There is classes out there for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could travel.
And that would be the final exam is to, do an actual vacation for a family, and then get reviews from them. Pretty much, if you do good, you pass. If you do bad, you fail.
I'll like be a
Gotta
be
go
a
to
guide.
Universal.
Be like set up a hotel and the rides they want to do and stuff.
Yeah, that's literally what the travel agents do.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Okay.
they book your hotels, they book your day, like what park you do, what day. They
Are there
book
travel
fast
agents
passes,
specifically
they book
for
your
Disney?
dining reservations, they book any other type of specialty excursions.
Cool.
That's
Are
pretty
are they specific to Disney or are they just like one service travel agents offer?
Most you're talking like now, like actually,
Yeah.
real life. No, most travel agents like down there do Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, Universal. Those are like the main ones. SeaWorld, you really don't have to worry about that. Or like Kennedy Space Center. Those are like the next two big things in Central Florida. But yeah, like Universal, they also typically, if you deal with a travel agent, they can deal with Universal, Disney, and Disney Cruise Line. Those are the three main ones.
Okay. Just curious if that's going to be your next career.
I've thought about it, like honestly, because that's something you can do anywhere. You don't have to be in Florida to do. It's beneficial because then like you can go to the park when a new thing is opening or a new food is being tried out. So you can be like, this is what it tastes like to me, or this is how it was. Anybody have any questions? All right, so what's the next topic?
What would you recommend a group of 4 guys like us go do in Disney?
You're talking like a 1-day thing?
Sure, yeah.
Go to Epcot. That's the one with all the world pavilions. That's doesn't have that many rides. It does have rides, but it doesn't have like that many rides. But it's got the lagoon that has all the world pavilions, and there's an activity called Drinking Around the World, where literally you get an alcoholic beverage from each pavilion, and you drink it. So you get drunk off your ass. And there's a lot of good drinks, a lot of great food, like top end food.
Nice.
So that's what I would recommend for 30-year-old men.
Yeah.
But I mean, if people are thrill seekers, like I know Sean's kind of in my boat, where like it's not much of a roller coaster or a thrill ride. So like Studios has the Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror. I've never rode those, but it also has the Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, and that's really cool just to walk around in. So like, I gladly walk around there I'll sit out the thrill rides to see the.
Have you done the Star Wars?
Have I done Star Wars? I've gone there. I've drank at Oga's Cantina, which is the Star Wars bar. I did the one ride, which is I can't even think off the top of my head right now. That's why I failed my own class right now. There's Rise of Resistance, which is the one that is really hard to get, and I haven't done that one. And it's the other one. Millennium Falcon Smuggler Run. That's the one where the queue line, so that is the line you stand in and wait in to get to the ride. It's called the queue line. The queue line is literally you're in the Millennium Falcon, and you can sit at the chessboard or whatever that game is called for Star Wars. You can sit at the table where Chewbacca thinks you're cheating. And then you have the 3 positions: pilot, engineer, and there's another one I can't remember. This is why I'd fail. I was a pilot, and from what I hear, if you're not a pilot, the ride sucks. But literally, you have to hit the buttons to do this. You have to kind of drive it.
Nice.
Reptile? Is that you? Yeah, Reptile.
Hey, have you heard of or attempted the secret Chewbacca setting on there?
I've only rode that ride once, and no, I have not done the Chewbacca setting.
But you have heard of it.
I have absolutely heard of it. Yes,
I would definitely attempt
All right.
ever go on that ride.
No more questions. All right. Next topic. Oh, mammal. Sorry, I was looking for a chin. What's up?
What's the secret Chewbacca setting? I don't know this. Fill me in.
Basically, so each position you have certain buttons, certain levers, and to get this unlocked, you have to have levers in certain positions before certain times of the ride. Basically, until you have to have these levers in certain positions before the ride even starts, and then it unlocks the Chewbacca. So instead of the ride
it's
character
just dude talking to you.
It's Chewbacca talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just Chewbacca yelling at you, so you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and if you do bad, basically, so the pilot literally does drive the Millennium Falcon. You can crash into things and everything. If you do really bad, you're walking out and bright red lights are flashing, and there's a little bit of smoke projectiles, and basically over the PA is saying how shitty you did.
That's awesome. That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
there's a lot in Star Wars Land that you can create amazingly metal lightsabers that were $200. They just went up in price to $20, so now $220. But literally, you pick your kyber crystal, and red, blue, green, or black. And then you create your lightsaber. You could pick the hilt of it and all of that. It's amazing, and I want to do it, but I can't fathom spending $220 on a lightsaber. But now I kind of want to, because I don't want the price to go up anymore.
Right?
But the presentation of it is so cool. You can look up videos on anything really, especially Disney related on YouTube, and it is so cool. So you get the red kyber crystal or the black kyber crystal. There used to be a trick where you could hold up the red cylinder that it comes into light, and you could literally see if it was black or red. But they since changed the cylinders because of this trick, because the black kyber crystal was supposed to be so rare that people are cheating to get a black lightsaber.
So is it random?
You get to pick what you want. If you want blue, you can just get blue. If you want green, you can get green. I feel like you might be able to get purple too. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, you can't get purple.
But the black to the red, that's just chance of luck. I wouldn't say it's random. It's whatever, because literally there's say the wall behind me, it's full, this section's red, this section's blue, green, purple, etc., etc., etc. So you go up to the wall full of cylinders of kyber crystals, you just pick one.
Okay.
And that one's, it's a chance of luck pretty much.
Okay.
So you could pick a blue one and it could be black?
No, the only way to get black is if you pick red, as far as I know.
Okay.
Blue, you're always going to get... Again, this is as far as I know. I've never done this. I did a build your own droid with Grace, and it was really cool. That was $100. But you get a droid. I'll get into that in a second. But so I've never done the lightsaber, but as far as I know, if you pick blue, you're going to get blue. If you pick green, you're going to get green. If you pick purple, you're going to get purple. If you pick red, you might get black. the build your own droids are really cool because it's half the price, so that's nice. But you get a droid and you get a controller, you can play with it, and if you buy a personalized chip, which I think is an extra $20,
Potato chip.
$20 or $25, I forget what it is, it will interact with certain areas of Galaxy's Edge. So like it will be interactive to the land, or it will be interactive to other droids with the personalized chip.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Yeah. It was a really cool experience too. Grace had fun with it. Like literally you're drilling in screws. It was like HVAC for like GM.
No shit.
And
Yeah.
Take your newly built droid for a walk and have it sniff the other droids' butts.
Yeah.
That's
It
pretty
was
cool.
really weird because I walked up on the two of them fucking. It was really weird, but you know what? To each their own.
How do droids normally reproduce? If people don't know? Do they do eggs?
An assembly line.
You Googling that right now?
Yeah. How do droids
You're gonna get
reproduce?
some weird.
There you go. There's just porn.
Yep. C3PO jerking
Yeah.
off R2D2. Oh!
Oh my.
Okay.
Master.
Any other questions, Kyle? Also, 3 out of 4 of us. Kyle, you're the loser. Can get into the GM lounge.
Oh yeah, the GM lounge.
Yeah, GM's test track in Epcot.
Now, when you did that, was it just you, or could you take somebody with you?
You are allowed yourself, a total of 12 people in your party.
Oh,
So yourself and
okay.
11 people. Children count for those that it affects.
Okay.
So, like, I literally could take all of you guys and be fine, or vice versa, or whatever. Or, like, if we were all going and we had all of our families, it would be I would take my family up, and then, like, a minute later, Sean goes up with his family, and then a minute later, Rick goes up with his family, and then, like, 10 minutes later, when we're all up there, we can laugh and point at Kyle standing on the ground because he's not up there.
I'm a
I
great
would
man,
take
though.
Kyle, I guess.
So
You get free beverages like Coke, Powerade, lemonade, coffee. You get private bathrooms, which is huge, and you get some seating area, which is air, and it's all air conditioning. With it being Florida, is obviously huge. And then with it being Test Track, the premise of Test Track is you design a car, and up there you get the tables to design it, so that way you at least know what you're getting into. You can't transfer that design down to your actual ride experience, but you at least can know what you like and what you don't like. Because when you do ride the ride, you have like a 2-minute, 3-minute time limit.
Cool.
Pretty cool. Maybe I'll do that.
interesting.
I did inform a buddy of mine at work that it was going to Disney to check that out.
It should be open.
Nice.
So, yeah. For if you missed it, I am GM. I'm a great man, so I could get in there.
That's debatable.
No, it's a fact.
You'd be at the OM, the OK
Can't
man.
debate facts, Jake. Facts don't. Anyways.
Well, I would take all your guys' classes.
Bird.
Thanks. I would go in mine to criticize the teacher, which would end up being me. But then, like, I would go to Sean's after that. And then if I
Yeah,
watched
Sean.
Netflix beforehand, I'd go to Rick's. And then, like, we'd walk past Kyle's and just fucking throw paper wads at him. And be like,
Okay, you guys aren't the audience, I guess. Sorry. I thought you wanted to learn about video games and their effect on society and as works of art, but I guess you're just like
You're not helping your own cause right now.
you're just like
I like
shoot
your
that
idea
thing.
Kyle's
Over
class
there.
would be the one I skip if we took it.
now.
I'm like, I get a text like, you want to go to the library? Yeah, sure. Anything to get me out of this fucking shithole.
Kind
That
of like,
would be the
whatever, I'm
one-
getting paid.
Somebody takes it thinking it's gonna be about video games. Well, I could also do like a let's play. I could do the most boring let's play about talking about how the mechanics influence the design of the game and stuff like that.
Oh, sorry, you done?
So yeah, that would be the class I get a lot of drops because everyone's like, I want to play video games to get credit.
You know what's terrible is like, I'd say all three of our, I say all three of ours, Kyle, you are technically all of us, but like mine, Sean, Rick's, we'd be in like a classroom and Kyle's would be in a lecture hall.
Mhm.
And like, it'd be the most boring one too.
Who's the teacher right now?
I don't have the time saying. I'm like, who calls them?
I was thinking, Kyle, what if you incorporated that into the creation of video games? So, like, you're
Yeah.
teaching them that because they're going to create their own game.
Yeah.
Well,
It could
I
be
could see it like if
curriculum.
you did like the different generations of games where it's like, you know, Pong, there was just nothing going on. But once you get to Mortal Kombat, oh shit. And then like
Did
you
you
move on.
know? Did you know Tetris was actually Russian propaganda?
Nice.
We have another topic.
But yeah, that would be a cool part of it. Anyways, we can move on. Yeah.
So cool. It's so cool. Let's move on.
Yeah, I am.
I was like, Kyle, like it is interesting. I'm not trying to completely bag on it, but like I don't think I could take a full curriculum of it. That would be like a Netflix documentary that I would watch and then move
Which
on with
there
my
is
life. Right.
Okay.
It actually is good.
I don't know if I can do two topics. So, do you guys want to do what sports city you want to move to, or actors you like and don't like?
Let's do sports.
All right. We'll see how I feel afterwards. How are you still alive, Jake? You played 3 hockey games in 2 days.
Because I'm an athlete.
Beer.
Let me
Okay.
open up this another beer. This athletic body. Well, you heard them in the locker room. They were using me, my body shape, as the level of fatness.
Jake is a meter stick for.
Yeah, what absolutely happened? But yeah, you see this guy? He's gained like 100 pounds. I was like, hey, what's wrong with that? I'm rubbing my belly. And then a teammate of mine, I don't want to say his name, a teammate of mine, ours, sorry, Kyle, I forgot you're on the team now. Was like, yeah, is he like Jake big? And I was like, I'm sitting right here. And then another teammate's like, he only has like 8 of Jake's chins. I was like, I'm sitting right here. Like, stop using my level of fatness as a measuring stick.
he's like 3.5 Jakes of fat.
Yeah. I felt like shit after that.
Oh shit.
Like, I just want to, and those are the 2 other guys I won a championship with.
Yeah.
Bastards! I get it. I wasn't a part of it, but damn.
All right. So, I believe this topic is, if what city could you see yourself moving to become a fan of that? So what sports city do you want to be in? Is that accurate?
Pretty much. It's like the thought was because, I mean, Sean can also say this because we've recently moved from Buffalo to elsewhere. I'm in Kansas City, Sean's in Texas. I remember going to Sabres games. We just went to Sabres games and it was easy, because obviously we like the Sabres, but there were games that we went to, not so much like because it was going to be a good game because they were terrible, but we went because it was, it was fun and we knew what we were going to do. I used to go to Bison's games a lot. I didn't go to a whole lot of Bills games, but the thought of after moving to Kansas City, like I couldn't give a shit about going to Chiefs games. Maybe if the Bills come to town, I might go. The hockey team here, they're a minor league team. I'll probably never go to one just because I don't care. The Royals I might go to because I like baseball, but that's kind of it. And it was, my thought was, what city do you think you could go to where you could go to the games regularly, not just when the Sabres come to St. Louis, more than likely I'll probably go to a game because it's the Sabres, though, not because it's the Blues. And the thought is, the thought is, what city do you think that you could go to where you could
Be a fan.
be a fan of all the teams in that city? Like my example would be, I could definitely see myself like Anaheim. I could go to Anaheim and be a fan of the Ducks. I'm already a fan of the Angels. I know that you guys, the best example I have for you, like if you two, I know that Jake and Sean are fans of the Yankees and the Knicks. Would you be able to go to New York if you were to live in New York and go to Rangers games because the Rangers are playing, not because the Sabres are in town? Or the Giants or the Jets, not because the Bills are there, but or the Vikings, but it's because of them.
Can I go
Well, that's
first?
my thought. Like, obviously there you can't, but like, is there a city that you think you could do that?
They're not in New York.
Well,
They're
I
technically.
understand
the
that.
Jets.
I'm going to beat you on technicality.
Can I go first since you basically gave away my answer?
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I'm going to go to New York because of Katie.
No, I'm going to go to New York. Well, Well, that would be good too, but whatever. That's
Didn't
not
even think
for the
about that.
sports. I looked it up. There's like
Yeah,
8
I knew
sports
that.
teams in New York, and you also could probably be a fan of the ones in New Jersey. Chances are one of them is going to be doing well, and I like following teams that are doing well. I'm a bandwagon fan. I will admit that. I like the sport for the sake of the sport, and I like competitiveness. And if a team is good and they're fun to watch, then I can be a fan of them, at least temporarily, until they're not good. So New York would be good because there's just so many freaking teams. So chances
answer.
are somebody's good.
It's a good answer. What do you got, Jake?
I mean, Jay, you like the Wild. Could you, if you were to move to Minnesota, could you buy a Vikings jersey and
No.
go and watch them
And-
play the Packers?
And a Twins jersey and
Yeah.
Timberwolves
Are we
jersey.
talking like all of the sports? Like, I mean, I'll be honest. Like Buffalo, still, I don't go to Bison's games.
Yep.
I only go to Bills. I've only gone to like 3 Bills games. So it's not even
Maybe
like
not
I
all the sports, but
go
like
to all the sports.
I would say the majority of the sports, yes.
at least 2.
I base mine off going to all the sports.
Okay.
But go ahead, Jake.
I gotta think of about mine.
Well,
Sorry.
Rick, I did cut you off. I didn't have a very extensive answer. So, Rick, you said Anaheim for the Ducks, and
Yeah, I could easily go to Ducks games and be a fan of the Ducks as long as I'm already an Angels fan. I mean, I've thought of other cities like Tampa Bay. I really couldn't care to go to Lightning games or Florida Panther games, or there's not a whole lot of
close to Tampa, but I get what you're saying.
well, yeah, but in Florida, Miami, like Dolphins, I really couldn't care. But Anaheim is one that I could go to and go to the professional sports games. I could buy, a Ducks jersey and be okay with it. I wouldn't. There's not a whole lot of cities. Las Vegas, even though like I love that city, I could probably start going to Knights games, but like Raiders, I don't give a fuck about the Raiders.
Fuck the Raiders. Fuck
Yeah.
Gruden.
that's fair.
Exactly. So like it would. I don't know. It's just a thought because of how much sports play a part in our lives. Traveling to a city now where I fucking hate all of them, it kind of sucks. It's like, what city could you go to if you had to move, regardless of money? Take money out of it. What city could you move to and comfortably go to the games regularly and buy jerseys for the teams? Hats,
Wait,
merch.
Buy jerseys.
Yeah, merch.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you're wearing a hat. You're wearing a hat, man. At least a hat. Where could you buy
You
a
could
hat?
go to Houston because they got the Outlaws there with the green and black.
What?
Who
Who the fuck are you talking about?
is that? Is that
Why
video
would you
game?
listen to a guy that doesn't watch sports?
Is that video game?
Yeah, it's
That's
Overwatch League. They're
Oh,
totally
geez.
gonna win the May Melee. They're so good right now.
The what?
The May Melee. It's a tournament. It's going on next weekend, I think.
Nice.
I
you going?
fucking hate you.
Are you going?
What's no? It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Are you going, Sean? But yeah.
No, it's close, but I won't be there.
Damn. What state is Anaheim in?
California.
It's Southern California.
Okay.
It's like
Good weather
20
then.
minutes south of LA. It's like
Lots
that.
of
I could go to Rams games.
cool-
So
There
you could be a Kings fan or a Ducks fan.
The Ducks, yeah, Kings maybe, but Duck definitely. And this has also been like a problem of mine where I like, as far as I've always liked specific players more than teams, like the NFL, obviously, and Dominican Sue. So like, and I've seen a lot of hats that I'm like, fuck, that's a sweet hat. And it's like it's a Padres hat. I was like, I can't wear a Padres hat because I technically like I'm not an Angels fan, so I'd look like an asshole. But it's like I could like hat looks cool. I could tell you I have a Chicago Bulls hat because it looked cool. I don't give a shit about basketball. I just like it. I have probably 8 to 10 different baseball team hats in my closet just because I thought they were good looking hats. But I don't wear them because I feel like an idiot because
You're a
I like
logo
the
fan.
Angels. Well, it is like I love teams more than a lot of specific players of teams. So
Yeah. Oh, you got the flashing red lights going on.
yeah,
The
at
cops
least
are
my
there.
at least my connection's good for now.
I have a couple answers, I guess.
Yep, so do I.
You want to go first, Sean?
Sure. I did mine based off of all the cities that have 4 major franchises. So football, baseball, hockey, and basketball. So I'm not going to like St. Louis where there's only 2 teams, Kansas City where there's only 2 teams, or Houston where there's only 2 teams. So I like San Francisco, you got the Niners or the Giants or the A's, the Warriors, and the Sharks. So that could be one there. You got LA, you got the bunch. Philadelphia's got all 4. Miami and Fort Lauderdale's got all 4. Denver's got all 4. Dallas down here, we've got all 4. Minnesota and St. Paul's got all 4.
New York, Boston,
Yep, New York, Boston, Chicago.
Pittsburgh, Philly.
You already mentioned Philly. I actually thought about Philly, but don't all their fans hate their teams? Like they boo at them and stuff.
Oh my God, they're the worst fans
They're the
ever.
worst fans, yeah.
They booed Donovan McNabb, who I loved as a quarterback, for only taking him to the NFC Championship like every year.
5 straight years.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my
man, he's
gosh.
such an asshole. He's
Yeah.
terrible. Blah blah blah.
See,
Must
Philly's
be
almost
nice.
got me. I couldn't be a Flyers fan. Like I could wear an Eagles hat or a Sixers hat or a Phillies hat. Like I liked Roy Halladay when he was there, but Flyers, nah, fuck the Flyers.
The Fusion are great,
Fuck you, Kyle.
but they're in Korea right now. Same with the Excelsior for New York.
That's not Philly.
They're in Korea. I don't know why they chose to go to Korea, but they'll be back eventually when COVID makes travel easier.
So, I mean,
Bird just DM'd me saying "F you." Well, I guess it's not a direct. It's just in the chat. Never mind. Whatever. Sorry, Sean.
It was not direct. It was widespread.
I mean, I guess I could maybe do LA. You got like you could either do the Rams or the Chargers or Dodgers or the Angels, and the Lakers or the Clippers, and then the Kings or the Ducks. But my
lot of teams.
direct pick, where I would go, I'm going to Arizona. I'm going to Phoenix. I'm taking the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, the Suns, and the Coyotes. I could do them.
All right.
And it's warm all the fucking time.
All right, that's fair for you. Like I can't.
Like that was one of the
You're
reasons why
talking. I was like,
didn't
oh,
pick-
those teams suck. And then you're like, it's warm. Okay, Sean needs to live. Like it's okay.
I thought Arizona wouldn't be a bad place to live.
That's like one of the reasons why I didn't pick Minnesota. I'm like, it gets into the negative 20s up there most for 90% of the time, or Chicago. I'm like, I don't want to go to Soldier Field in the middle of winter to watch a fucking game.
Yeah.
My beer's gonna freeze in my hand. So
Minnesota has like tunnels, not tunnels, but like you can. I think it's Minnesota. I could be wrong about the city.
You
but
got
there's
Siberia.
no, it's got like all the buildings are connected, so you don't have to go outside
yep,
because
in
it's just so
Minneapolis,
annoying.
all the skyscrapers are all connected with walk paths over the streets. I've walked in a
Yeah.
few of them too. Pretty cool.
Oh, neat. I've never been there. That sounds
You're gonna
cool.
say something, Jake?
I was gonna mention something in the comments, but I responded myself.
Oh.
Russ Buckets will never be in Korea. They're
What?
New York staple. We have
Yeah.
many championship shirts to
But
prove it.
Korean barbecue, Jake.
Shut up, Kyle.
Is that just like
Probably why my kid says dumbass now, and it's like fuck, Kyle's such a dumbass.
Korean
No, I'm
barbecue? You just
smart.
put a dog on the barbecue.
Yeah, they just kill the neighbor's dog. Minnesota would be on my list. I obviously could be a Wild fan. I am a Wild fan. I could be a Timberwolves fan. Like, I mean, I root for the Knicks, but like, I couldn't tell you last. I haven't watched the Knicks play since they had Carmelo Anthony, and I was a huge Steve Novak fan. And Danilo Gallinari, who they traded for Carmelo. So like, them doing good, I enjoy it. I can't live in the city though, like Boston, New York, like those LA. San Fran, I like the Giants. I mainly because I love their field. I love it right there in the Cove, the Bay. I'm gonna go with Seattle
Yeah.
because I could easily jump on the bandwagon for the Kraken. So why not?
It's a cool name.
Shut up, Kyle.
Kyle's the only one that thinks it.
The Seahawks, I love their stadium, and like they always do some pretty cool stuff with their jerseys. So like I could at least buy some of their gear. I feel like they'd have some nice hats. And even the Mariners, they got some rich history with Griffey Jr. being there. So like I could
A-Rod.
Seattle would probably be at the top of my list. But also another candidate for my list would be Cleveland. And it's because it's just Buffalo 2.0.
Yeah.
It is. Like the Browns and the Bills. I mean, you substitute the Sabres for the Indians, like always that middle of the pack, like never the favor of any kind.
You got
Wasn't there a Buffalo Cleveland game a few years ago where like it was super crazy windy and no one could score?
That's
It
like a
was-
lot of Buffalo Cleveland games.
Yeah, it was a 6-5 game. Because I remember Brian Moorman missing the punt, like missing the ball for the punt, so he kicked it out of behind. So it was a safety. And I feel like that was when who was that kicker? Dawson, Phil Dawson. He had a doinker in that game.
Mm.
Phoenix is almost too hot in the summer is the problem. 120 is hot, humid or not, John says. Jake is only a Bud Light fan. That's where he's going. I mean, yeah, anywhere. The Bud Light's everywhere. I mean, let's be honest here.
I like how you did some sports analysis. I just picked like arbitrarily on a map. Sean was like, "Where's warm?" And Rick's like, "What looks cool?"
Like, can you guys hear that beeping?
Yes.
Rachel's going crazy with the beeping over there. She wants to
Is
be
your
a part
wife
of the podcast.
beeping?
Yeah, she beeps. I have to charge her. That's why.
What? That might be. If you got it all worked out, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sex doll that doesn't give me sex. It's okay. Oh, it's up there. Right there.
Careful.
You're beeping and it was very loud.
I'm sorry, it's my machine.
I said you were charging. It's like a vibrating bed for the cheap motels. I gotta put a quarter in a slot. You know where the slot is. And then she vibrates and it's just like it finishes me off.
Put your dick on the corner.
Yeah. I just like put it in the palm of her hand. I don't even have to close it. Like, my mom doesn't watch this. I'm a disappointment to her.
We're live. On
We're
YouTube.
live. Hi,
my
Mom.
dad's still here.
No, now that one kind of disappointments. He's like a second father to me. So yeah, I had some. Like I had thought about like, oh, I'll just go to Orlando. Like I'll be a Magic fan because they're the only team that actually plays in Orlando. I can just go to Disney whenever I want. But it's like that's too boring. Plus, I don't know if I want to live in Florida.
Florida Mayhem.
It has
Really
been on our maybe just my list of places to go, but too many snakes.
And crocodiles or
I have
alligators.
another beer over here. Thank you, though. I'm prepared. Come on now, rookie.
I feel like Sean didn't elaborate enough. Are you actually a fan of any of those teams you mentioned?
No,
In
not at
Arizona?
all.
Okay.
So you're going just for the warmth. Would you buy Who would you buy merchandise from?
All of them. I go to all, support all.
All right.
See, I hate the Suns. I never have been a fan of the Suns. Steve Nash, Marciano,
love
over
Steve
years.
Nash.
I hated them.
Really, I love Steve.
The white guy playing basketball.
And he's great at hockey.
Because
Praise
he's
the
Canadian.
Suns.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's great at hockey.
And he's good, though. He skates around and stuff. He can shoot.
That doesn't mean he's good at hockey. I can skate around too. I suck at hockey. Like our podcast consists of bench warmers. I literally rode the bench for the last 5 minutes of the championship. But I could skate.
So
He
you
was
said
supposed
the
to
match for the
basketball
final
players?
5 minutes, but you had the pictures of the trophy.
Yeah, because I was the captain. Teammate of mine's like, "Oh, you're the captain. You should carry it." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good at picking a team, and then I just fucking ride the bench. Like, I'm good at picking players that are better than mine."
Hmm.
I.e., John in our chat right here.
I was gonna
Yeah, but
say. I'm on
he'd
you.
be-
He yelled at Kyle. Like, what a dick.
He's the best basketball player that can play hockey. That's why he was good. Can you name any other basketball players that can't skate? I
That can't or can
Or
skate.
can. Yeah. That can skate.
I mean, she did.
we used to We used to play pickup hockey games in the parking lot.
Oh, remember Chara?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I
There's a
made
really
him
tall guy.
mad. Literally, we had
Yeah.
a guy that used to play in the parking lot that we played in. Dude looked nothing. He looked absolutely like Chara. 7 foot tall, like huge motherfucker. And I knocked him down. I mean, I was like a fucking 18-year-old scrub. I knocked him down, and I apologized so quickly. I did not want to get my ass beat. I'm like, sorry, sorry, sir. Sorry.
I was
John says he
talking about-
fucking hates Kyle. That's what he says in the
That's-
chat.
Oh,
That
oh
changed
no!
quickly.
Except
Yeah, he
he
said-
said the opposite.
He
I
said,
can read
"Oh
the
my, absolute me! I totally did that. Fuck Kyle."
Uh-huh. I think you're projecting, Jake. Anyway,
I
was
was
gonna-
on a fan club.
I was gonna say we used to play with a baseball player,
Oh,
and he was really good at baseball, but he could not skate at all.
skating's hard. I mean, look at there's literally video out there of Larry Fitzgerald, one of the best receivers ever, skating up with I think back then Phoenix Coyotes,
Yep.
and he just couldn't. You know, he was a new fawn deer and on ice, but it's not what you grow up with. I'm sure there are football players, basketball players that can skate, just skate. But to do it at that high of a level, no, absolutely not. Otherwise, they'd be playing in the NHL.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that he couldn't do it if they were that caliber. It's just
Yeah, I'm sure there are. I feel like your boy down in Dallas, what the hell's his name?
Porzingis or Luka,
Oh, the other white guy.
yeah, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I feel like he could skate because he's over from like Sweden or Finland.
Czech. I think he's Czech, isn't he?
He's from Spain.
Yeah, they don't play hockey in Spain.
I don't
No
know,
one
I'm
asked
not
about
sure.
the car.
What's the
So
car?
we don't
Kyle?
care about you, Kyle.
It's a city sport.
That's a T-shirt. I want this a T-shirt. Him pointing on the front of it says nobody asked about the car. It's a city sport. I'm screenshotting that fucker.
But my second choice, if I did
Fuck
pick
you,
one,
Kyle.
if I did other pick one, this doesn't have to do with weather related. I would pick. I would go to Denver. I could be a Broncos fan. I could rock some Rocky stuff.
Fuck the Broncos.
I could do Denver.
Yep.
That
I could do.
will.
I could do the Avs, the Nuggets.
I could do the
guess.
Avs and Rockies, but I could not do the Broncos.
I will say that because it's also something that I pay attention to is that for every year since like the beginning that the Broncos have been around for, they are always in the top 5 for attendance for football. Like they fill that stadium.
I have issues with Colorado.
Hi.
I would love to go there, and from what I hear, stop beeping.
The fans love it.
Fans do not like it. They're bitching up the chat for all the beeping.
I want to go to Colorado real bad. I could
My
totally.
cousin has gone there, and he said it's beautiful. And the best part about being in Colorado is that you're so high in elevation, there's no bugs. They were over at their friend's house, and like they had the door wide open, and no bugs were flying in. And everything. Fuck you, Kyle.
That's
Typing
because
in
of the chat.
the fucking chat. I just always hate the Broncos. For one, I always hated, and for two, I hate the stereotype. I guess I'll at least add that to it of ski country. I drive around my Porsche and my Audi and my fucking millionaire penthouse, and this is Kevin Costner's fucking cabin that's bigger than your fucking backyard combined. Like, it's just fuck you, fucking prima donna millionaires that fucking
Man. It's
What?
just a different culture. It's fine.
But that's what it is. It's ski country. It's to get to your ski resort that you're already shelling out fucking $400 a night for. You're passing fucking 1,700. Not that's too small. That'd probably be the size of their bathroom. 7,000 square foot mansion And it's like, fuck you. That's what I say to that. Fuck you. You want to go to Colorado, Sean? Go fuck yourself.
I love the mountains.
You can't take my
Like hiking
class.
stuff.
Kyle, go
Um,
fuck yourself.
what are insect types good against?
What?
Insect types, fire. Bug types are weak. Or what are they good against?
Yeah,
I have no idea because I don't. Nobody
Grass.
uses them.
Yeah, nobody uses bug types.
Yeah, they're the worst fucking kind, Kyle. God damn it, Kyle. This is why we never
no,
take
I'm
a
saying
class.
if you go to Colorado, you get a bunch of grass types. If there's no insects, you don't have to worry about them. Anyways, really far reach. Sorry about that. Anyways, what are we talking about?
I don't
City
even know
sport.
anymore.
Did you make your choice, Jake?
Yeah, Seattle would probably
Oh,
be
it's in
top.
Seattle. Yes, 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 yes.
Yo. Okay.
Plus, it's on the coastline. That'd be cool.
Yeah, go hang out in the Puget Sound.
Yeah, Tacoma.
Get some
Oh,
gooey
that's
duck.
Just,
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Just be
What?
ready for rain.
The gooey duck, the big snail penises.
I watched this fucking podcast, King of the Sting. Shout out to them. Not that they fucking pay attention to us, but like, they literally ate gooey ducks and almost threw up on their podcast.
What are gooey ducks?
It's a giant snail.
Man.
Just
Google it,
slam-
man.
Yeah,
I will get it in a minute. I'll fucking put it on.
I love
share
gooey
the
ducks.
shit out of that.
They're the
I think
coolest
you
thing
can-
on the
I think
planet.
you can share screen.
Gooey duck. I can't even. I know. I just. Yeah, geoduck.
Gooey ducks existing lets me know the God's real
What?
What?
because they're so cool.
All right. Let's see here.
Wasn't that what Seattle's name? People were voting to make that.
Yeah.
name?
People put that in. They wanted to be called the gooey ducks.
The gooey ducks are the sockeyes.
Yeah.
That's a gooey duck sound.
I highly doubt it. That's what a gooey duck is.
Bird has started screen sharing.
Look at it squirting out its jizz. Look at this manhole in his fucking penis.
That's weird.
It's
Yeah,
a big
I know.
old gooey duck.
It's a giant clam.
Look at that. She's so proud. You can tell it's a woman too.
The mollusk. Probably.
Yep, and if you squeeze it, it shoots it out.
That sounds rude.
It likes to shoot it out though, Kyle.
Yeah. I ended my sharing screen and now you guys are swapped, you and Ricky. Or Sean and Ricky. And it's
That's
throwing me
crazy.
off now.
Haha. We did it to confuse you. Okay.
Gooey ducks. Yeah, that was almost the Kraken's name.
Yep.
I'm quite disappointed.
I'm not. Shut the fuck up.
But-
You
so bad.
would that change
Would
your,
the-
your
would the
position?
mascot- yes, it would have. Because what would the mascot look like? It would look like a
It
giant.
would look like that.
It would be a giant walking penis.
That'd be
With
awesome.
a clam
Yeah.
clam wrapped around it.
I mean,
They'd
like
have
if
like
I
a
ever
squirt-
went there for a
They'd
hockey
have
game,
a
they'd be like,
super
"Oh, wait,
soaker in
go
its
rub
head
the
and just squirt
mascot."
people as they're walking by.
Yeah. Go rub that gooey duck. See what happens.
Well, next time you see a gooey duck or a kraken, use keyword beer league benchwarmers to get 20%.
BLBW.
BLBW.
Put the L in there, otherwise you'll get different things.
Stay tuned after the bench warmers for this next episodes of Weeks of Our Lives.
Fuck you.
yeah.
No. So there's a podcast out there called Weeks of Our Lives. It's a
Mhm.
cheap knockoff of what we do. It's
It's
worse.
completely
Terrible.
different.
It's not different at all. It's
Well,
worse.
we were gonna do a nice call out to this podcast, but if
That's a
they're gonna
lie. You would be like, yeah,
No,
can
it
you
was.
remember when I was on that shitty ass podcast? Shitty ass-
Like my city sport.
yeah, they don't even want to go to my fucking classroom. What assholes.
Uh-huh.
What was that podcast called? I don't know. Probably this shit fucking bench warmer shit. Fucking terrible ass shit.
Drink some beer and shit. Anyways,
I do that.
remember to like us on Facebook and stuff. I think we're closing up. Are we
No,
winding down?
we're not done yet. We still had one more
Okay.
thing to talk about.
Let's
that
do it,
Jake-
Kyle. We got this.
That Jake.
Oh, we're doing
mentioned.
the actor thing.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Ryan Miller.
Yeah.
He watches it. One of our number one listeners.
Our greatest fan.
Yeah. He's got our jersey and everything. He's got the first liners jersey. For retirement. 391 wins after winning last night in his career finale against the Kings. Fuck you, Kings, consisting of Dustin Brown. Fuck you, Dustin Brown. I hope you get into a car accident and your family dies a painful death.
Jesus.
But-
No. Nope.
That's your opinion.
March, just which I don't really remember a whole lot of coverage on, but just March 28th, not that long ago, he passed Dominic Hasek on the
Yep.
all-time wins list.
All-time list. Past what, 14th?
Cool.
Goes
Cool.
down currently as the winningest goaltender in United States history.
Doesn't he also have the most wins in Sabres career too?
He has the most wins and saves.
Yep.
And is top 3 in the rest of statistics, pretty much, for Sabres history.
Pretty
Hasek.
illustrious career.
Yep.
Olympic MVP the year that we won the silver medal.
Yep.
Came up short, but hell of a
Lost to get the silver medal.
God damn it.
Was it his
Fucking
fault?
Crosby.
I
can't say no.
career.
Oh, no.
Save.
It was like, it was to the right of Ryan Miller on the half wall. Fucking Crosby shoots it, goes under his leg pads, goes far side underneath his left leg.
Typical Miller Crosby fiasco.
Crosby always beat him.
Yeah. But Miller got the final laugh because the first NHL game after the Olympic break was Sabres versus Penguins. And Miller, who was on the bench, didn't even start that game because he was still resting from the Olympic break, got the longest standing ovation in Pittsburgh, even against the Crosby gold medal winning player, home
Nice.
player.
For
But
the chance
Miller
of the
on the
UFC.
bench, technically in the tunnel, got a better ovation than Crosby did.
Nice.
That's
I
pretty
didn't know
cool.
that. That's pretty neat.
I think I would pick a gold medal over that, but
Yes, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I think it's just
You
be cool.
fuck
to
your
have the-
town. I'm gonna get better ovation.
I think it's cool to have the honor just to play for your country, anyways.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we talked offline like who would be the best goalie to not win a cup, and I'd have Miller close to the top. But like after going through it, like would we agree on Luongo? Would be up there.
Yep.
There's some very good goalies that have never won a championship
Yep.
and Stanley Cup.
Like weeks.
Fuck you, Kyle. But like, no, fuck Kevin Weeks.
I don't know if he won, actually.
Fuck Kevin Weeks because of Kevin Weeks, Kyle can have his name said in NHL.
It's pretty cool.
You remember his checkerboard goalie pads? He always had those checkerboarded goalie pads. Yeah.
Kevin
Oh,
Weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Well, if you Google him, he's got fancy pads.
Cool.
Quick question: would you guys rather win the Stanley Cup or rather win
Gold
gold medal?
medal. I would take gold medal.
Stanley Cup.
I'd go gold medal.
Kyle,
Have one. I think I'm gonna go.
with the Western New York Roller Hockey League championship? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I've won that before. I don't know how, but probably. I think I might go gold medal.
Now, for I would say gold medal as well, but let me hear your reasons, Kyle or Sean. Since you're the only one that said Stanley Cup, let me hear you why.
Because you're playing in a sport that its primary place is the NHL. That's the illustrious trophy that you have to win. Everybody around the world plays for the gold medal. Who cares about everybody around the world? I'm playing in the greatest league of all time, playing for this championship. Like there is an Olympics for football, but they want to win the Super Bowl. They want that Lombardi trophy. I want the Stanley Cup. I want to say I held that over my head. I think that'd be-
That's,
I mean, I don't think there's a wrong answer in this,
yeah.
I mean,
but
yeah,
Kyle,
it'd be an honor
I'm
to
very
play for
interested
the-
in your
for
answer.
the gold medal.
I'm
Oh,
very
just 'cause-
interested in yours.
Just because it's more general, like you go somewhere in the world and you're like, I won the Stanley Cup championship, and they're gonna be like, what does that mean? But you say, I won an Olympic gold medal, and they're gonna be like, holy crap, that's awesome. Doesn't matter what country you go to.
Ricky,
And sorry, go on.
I feel like there's more honor in the gold medal. I mean, being selected to the national team play. I mean, think about how elite you would have to be selected Team Canada, not so much Team USA, unfortunately, but to be
now it's back to that being that way.
yeah. So I mean,
Depends
I
on
think
if you have
it's-
NHL players or not.
yeah. I mean, it
Which is
happens.
bad.
It's rare. It's only 4 years, every 4 years, so you don't get a whole lot of opportunity. And I've always enjoyed Olympic tournaments and national tournaments. So I mean, that's why I think I would take a gold medal over the Stanley Cup.
That's a very good point, John. John says, but you can't drink Bud Light out of a gold medal.
That's
very
true. I do have.
I
I've
might have
always
to change my answer.
I've always had the idea that if you can't drink beer out of your trophy, it's not a trophy.
That leaves just the Stanley Cup.
Well,
I
the
say,
trophy should be gone.
to piggyback on what Ricky said, for the Olympics, it's every 4 years. So every 4 years, say your career is only a 10-year career, you're only able to go to the Olympics twice, maybe 3 times, depending on when you join your career. So, like, if you can win the cup, that can end up being all 10 years. Or at least have an opportunity to win the cup all 10 years, where winning the gold medal, you have like 3 years max. So, I mean, again, I don't think there's any wrong answer. I think if you could win one or if you could win one, absolutely. Good for you. But I think brings up a good point where it's like, if you went to Australia and you said, I won the Stanley Cup, they're gonna be like, what do you do with your cup? But like,
You did what?
if you said I'm a gold medal winner, and be like, oh yeah, that's cool for what? And then you have to say hockey, and then they'll fucking punch you in the face. But for me, it'd be Olympic gold. I think that'd be cool. But now I'm second guessing it because of the beer drinking out of the cup. Like that would be huge.
I love
Our
the
trophy, if we win it, Kyle, no pressure, I think has gone to a Stanley Cup model. So if we win it, if we have an opportunity to win it, I will bring beer. And we're damn sure drinking out of this shit.
You
Whoa.
have to.
Yes.
Everybody
COVID
touches
and
it
all.
first, and then you drink out of it.
Ew. Okay.
You gotta lick it first.
Yeah, we can do the butt luge.
Yes.
What? Do I want to know what the butt luge is?
Oh no. Yes, Google it.
Hang on.
You know,
Oh no.
You ever done a boob luge?
no.
I've honestly never done a boob luge.
No, I've done
Wasn't
boob
luge
luge.
like going down a hill on a sled or something?
No, boob luge? No, she squeezes her boobs together and you pour beer down it and then you drink it off her boobs.
She
Oh,
drank
yeah.
it up her boobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down the
And I
cleavage.
assume the booty
It,
luge is.
it gets
okay.
messy.
The booty luge.
The booty luge.
I don't think I want to do either of those. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Oh no.
That'd be
want
me.
ants?
And those are Kyle's cheeks.
Okay.
And I'd be
Let's
so-
get this.
Like
let's
that.
uncap.
You're like, oh yeah, we won the Western New York Roller Hockey League championship. Thanks
Yeah,
for
I would do a booty
guy.
luge.
Oh, that's so weird. But yeah, I love the imagery of running, skating around with the Stanley Cup and lifting it up and stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah, I do agree. I feel like the celebration and the trophy itself is a little bit more extravagant as a cup winner, but
Mhm.
represent your country to be the best in your country.
Mhm.
You know, like
That's
that's
our country's shit now. Fuck it. I don't want to represent them.
Well, that's true, but like I'm thinking, you're amazing. You've never heard of what, Trisha? Let's get your.
Just comment on how
opinion
she's
it.
doing. Why is she watching?
But, but like I think about the Olympics, like all right, like the last Olympics that pros were able to play, like you were able to have Kovalchuk and Datsuk, who weren't even in the league, so like they weren't even able to win the Stanley Cup, but they were still at least able to win gold.
Yeah, that's the other thing about the hockey is there's not as many competitive countries, I'm sure, compared to like soccer or something.
I feel like there are just as many for hockey as there is for soccer or football, as what this is.
Football.
But like it's just different countries. Like obviously you got your Mexico and your Brazil, and I feel like one of the Asian countries is actually very good at soccer.
Germany
Well,
is extremely good. Germany's a 5-time World Cup champion. Soccer is more world worldwide loved rather than hockey. I mean, hockey, U.S., Canada, Russia are like your majors, and then you have the couple other countries that like it, like Czechs, Germany kind of likes it, but
Yep, Europe.
soccer's like more widespread. Brazil, I mean, Japan for women's and men's is always big. Brazil, Argentina, a lot of South American countries. What?
Goes a lot with the orientation.
Yeah.
Like Brazil and all the South American countries can't have ice. So it's like, yeah, of course you're not.
But those teams are there. Like if you're a hosting country, you automatically have a team in every sport.
Yeah,
So like if
Korea did in the last Winter Olympics.
right, and it's like they
Ice
got
hockey.
annihilated in fucking hockey.
They
Like they didn't even make it past the round robin. But like with hockey, you have your Canada, US, but you also have your Russia, you have your Sweden, Finland, and Germany is still up there too. So like you do have your fair share of.
Ukraine.
They're considered Czech, I believe.
Weird.
Czech's still around? Oh yeah, Czech Republic. Yeah.
Czech Republic.
I keep
I was
thinking you're
thinking-
talking about the cereal Czechs when you say that. I don't think that's the people competing in the Olympics.
What's
Oh, I
this?
don't think it is, Kyle.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's just boxes of cereal. They throw it on the ice, and hopefully something happens.
Oh, it'd be like Erie with the Bears. No, Hershey with the Bears. Teddy bears.
what?
They have a teddy bear game
toss.
where the first goal that the team scores, all the fans throw the teddy bears on the ice and it all
Yeah.
gets donated.
I'll donate it for
Oh.
kids for
Tens of
Christmas.
thousands of teddy
Amazing.
bears.
Yes.
Well, we need to do that with Czech cereal now. That would be
Like-
awful.
That'd be
Or like
illegal.
Florida used to do with the rat.
But they didn't donate the rat.
They did not
No,
donate the rat.
I
No.
did not. That's actually illegal now. Apparently, it's a
Isn't Florida famous for that mouse, not the rat? The Mickey Mouse. If you're
Oh, we know. We know.
Okay.
We're just trying not to
Oh, we
acknowledge
know.
it. We're just trying not to acknowledge that fact. You just said that.
all right, that's fair. All right, I think we're good. Are we good?
Kyle, can I do a boob luge with you? I want to taste your ginger. I was gonna say pubes, but your
I have
ginger.
a very
breast,
hairy
bro.
chest that is not that would
Yeah.
not be very hygienic.
Oh, I want to. I want to
You
feel
want
the
to taste
crunch.
this ginger hamburger meat?
I want to feel the crunch of his chest,
Uh,
bro, on the beer.
Oh,
You ever,
man.
do you have any ceiling fans, Kyle?
No.
Oh god, one of the best feelings ever is a stand under a ceiling fan shirtless and you just feel the air going through your hair. Like it's great, your chest and back hair.
Oh,
So
Honestly, that was a
relaxing.
lot more tame than I was expecting. I was expecting like you just jerk off into a fan and see where it goes.
I wish.
Well,
Well,
I'll-
that'd be awesome if my fan had that kind of power.
I'll get my
Your fan had that much power. Your ejaculation.
Oh, I mean, Bo,
I
you
never
got to get
hit
it
the
up there
ceiling.
first, right? And then the fan's gonna blow it somewhere.
I mean, you can use like a standing fan.
Standing fan, maybe.
Just go right
Okay,
behind
so,
it. Make sure you don't get your
um,
dick in it though.
I'm gonna tell my fiance. I'm
Maybe
gonna be like,
throw
hey,
one
do you want to
into a
help me?
tornado. You just get that going.
I'm gonna talk to my fiance. Be like, I want to fulfill a fantasy. Help me fulfill this fantasy in the bedroom, and I'll have her hold the fan over me.
Be like this again.
Something I learned on the internet.
She's like, "What do I get from this?" Of course, my pleasure.
Maybe I don't know. Never mind. We can take a slow mo video of my chest hair moving in the wind.
Oh, I was thinking of a slow mo video of something else. All that
Hmm.
ginger hair going back and forth.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how, I mean that's how it works.
Are we good? We good? Bueno?
I
Are
don't
you
know
good?
if we're good at all, but yeah, we can end it.
All right. Remember to like us on Facebook and stuff, and write what you want us to talk about because we don't ever know. And I don't know. I'm tired. Somebody else say something.
Comment down below what you think Kyle watches on porn.
Yeah, that'll be our topic for next week.
Nope.
Tune
We're
in.
Yeah.
not talking about that. Nope.
Tune in. Kyle will be muted the entire time. The three of us will be talking our heads off.
Sorry, Jake. Could you repeat that?
He's gonna mute you.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Remember, like and subscribe to us on Facebook. Get us on YouTube.
Fucking sheep fucker.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope
Oh,
everyone
it's a-
enjoyed it.
Okay.
Let us
Cheers.
know if they would attend our classes.
Oh yeah. Everyone's going to Sean's class.
Yeah, let us know whose class you'd go to, and why you choose Sean.
Yeah.